Hi, Mrs. Jeffers here. Today I wanted to talk to you about a concept that is very important to me. You may have heard me speak about this before, and that is about how we can be bucket fillers. So I wanted to share with you today one of my favorite stories about this concept, and it is called, Have You Filled a Bucket Today? All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket. Your mom and dad each have a bucket. Your sister and brother have a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors all have a bucket. Everyone carries around an invisible bucket. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full, and you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill theirs. So, how do you fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That is called being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving and caring person who says or does nice things that makes others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That is called being a bucket dipper. A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that make others feel bad. Many bucket dippers have an empty bucket. They think that they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. But guess what? When you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own too. You feel good when you help others to feel good. Now here are some ideas for you to fill someone's bucket. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. You could tell your grandpa that you like to spend time with him. There are so many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or how old you are. It usually doesn't cost any money. And sometimes it doesn't take much time either. Now remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So let's decide to be a bucket filler today and every day. Start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And then at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. That is the life of a bucket filler, and that is you. So have you filled a bucket today? We're gonna play a little game. So inside my big bucket filling bucket, I have some of these purple cards. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick out some of these cards, and then we are gonna decide what kind of bucket it belongs to. So I have my bucket dipper bucket here. And I also have my bucket filler bucket here. So let's see here. So I'm gonna choose the first card out of my big bucket here. And this says, call someone a name. So I want you to think about that for just a second. Is that going to go into our bucket filler bucket or our bucket dipper bucket? So what I want you to do is, if you think it is a good choice, you think it is a bucket filler, when you call someone a name, you're going to give a quiet thumbs up. If you think it is a bucket dipper choice, and that choice is going to dip into someone's bucket and make them feel bad, you're going to give me a thumbs down. If you are not sure, you can give me a thumbs to the side. So, call someone a name. Bucket filler, bucket dipper, not sure. All right, that is absolutely going to dip into someone's bucket. So we're gonna go and put it into our bucket dipper bucket. All right, our next item here is, ooh, this is a word, cooperate. So cooperate or cooperation means that you work together with others. So think about that. Is that going to be a bucket filler or a bucket dipper if you cooperate? That is definitely going to fill someone else's bucket and also fill yours. Because remember, when you do something kind or nice to others, not only does it fill up their bucket, but it fills yours up too. All right, up next. Tell someone they can't play with you. What do you think? Is that going to be bucket filler or bucket dipper? Absolutely, that is going to be a bucket dipper. That is going to hurt someone's feelings, leave someone out, and that's going to dip into their bucket. You guys are getting the hang of this. Let's see what we get next. Be a good listener. What do you think? Be a good listener. Absolutely, that is going to go into our bucket filler bucket. When you are a good listener, that makes other people feel good. And so that's going to fill into their bucket. Let's see. Say please. Is that a bucket filler choice or a bucket dipper choice? Ooh, I'm seeing lots of thumbs up. Absolutely, we are going to put that into our bucket filler bucket. When we say words like please, thank you, excuse me, good manners are definitely going to fill up the bucket of others. I think we have time for one more. This is going to be our last one. Let's see if this is going to be a bucket filler or a bucket dipper. Break a promise. Is that going to fill someone's bucket or is that going to dip into someone's bucket? That's going to dip into someone's bucket. So we're going to go ahead and put that into our bucket dipper bucket. I am so pleased with you all learning about some of the choices that we could make to fill a bucket or dip into a bucket. Remember, every single one of you has that invisible bucket. When our buckets are full, we're happy. When they're empty, we're sad. Remember, we can fill our own bucket by doing things for others. So I want you to think, what can you do to fill a bucket today? Just like in the story, the first thing you can say in the morning, what can I do to fill someone's bucket? The last thing you can say before you go to bed, did I fill someone's bucket today? I know you can. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.